Today, we're diving into a question that many of us have asked at some point in our lives. Why do we crave fatty foods? Whether it's a slice of cheesy pizza, a rich chocolate dessert, or crispy fries, we've all had that moment of weakness. But is it really just weakness, or is there more to it? Evolution plays a big role in our cravings. Thousands of years ago, humans didn't have the luxury of supermarkets or food delivery apps. We lived in a world where food was scarce, and our survival depended on consuming high-energy foods. Fats provide 9 calories per gram, which is more than double what protein and carbohydrates offer. In a world where our ancestors didn't know when their next meal would be, fats were a premium source of energy. Consuming fatty foods meant longer sustenance and better chances of survival. Next, let's talk about our brains. Our brains love fats. Did you know that our brain is made up of about 60% fat? Essential fatty acids like omega-3s are crucial for cognitive functions. Those cravings for fatty foods may happen simply because you're eating them. According to scientists from Columbia University's Zuckerman Institute, who published their results in Nature, simply consuming fatty foods may alter the way the gut works, creating cravings that make you think you need more. In their study, the researchers examined how mice responded to dietary fats. The mice were given bottles of water with dissolved fats, like soybean oil, and bottles of water with sweet substances. Over just a couple of days, the mice developed a clear preference for the water with dissolved fats. Even with intervention, in the form of genetic modifications to their ability to taste fat, the mice still developed a strong fat preference. The researchers figured that the fat present in the water must be activating certain areas within the brain to make the mice crave more fat. So, they started measuring brain activity when the mice were given fat. It turned out that when the mice drank the dissolved fat water, the neurons in the caudal nucleus of the solitary tract, a region of the brainstem, lit up. The researchers traced this activity to its source, which turned out to be the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is the line of communication along which the gut and the brain talk to one another, sending signals back and forth that control hunger, hunger hormones, and even cravings. In fact, when the mice had fat present in their gut, the researchers noticed that the vagus nerve itself even lit up with activity. When we eat fats, they get broken down into compounds that can cross the blood-brain barrier. The brain recognizes this and releases feel-good chemicals like dopamine. This is why fatty foods can often make us feel good and satisfied. Additionally, from a culinary perspective, fats enhance the flavor and texture of foods. They give food a certain mouthfeel that's creamy, luscious, and deeply satisfying. But it's important to remember, not all fats are created equal. While our bodies need fats to function, we should prioritize consuming healthy fats from sources like avocados, nuts, and olive oil over the saturated and trans fats found in many processed foods. In conclusion, our cravings for fatty foods come from a combination of evolutionary advantages, brain chemistry, and culinary delight. While it's okay to indulge occasionally, it's essential to make informed choices for our overall health. If you found this video informative, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more food and health-related content. Until next time, stay curious and eat wisely.